Ekemini, the dead boy, who came back rich. People ask, if the dead can return, what do they return for? Love, revenge, or something far darker? This is the chilling, unbelievable story of Ekemini, the boy who died as a poor villager, but came back with riches no living man could explain. What he brought back with him was not just gold, but a secret that could destroy anyone who heard it. My advice is, watch this story till the very end. Because what happened to Ekemini will haunt you, surprise you, and make you question everything you believe about life, death, and the price of wealth. Don't blink, or you might miss the moment the dead walks among the living again. In the heart of Akwa Ibom, in a small village where the air smells of firewood and the evenings are painted with gold, there lived a boy called Ekemini. He was only 17, but his mind was older than the hills around him. Under a mango tree in their compound, Mama Abesai, his mother, sat by the fire, cooking watery okra soup in a black pot. Her wrapper was faded, her hair wrapped with an old scarf. She stirred slowly, not because the soup was thick but because the soup was life, and life was hard. Beside her, Ekemini sat cross-legged on the ground, mending his broken slippers with old thread. His fingers were dusty. A small transistor radio hummed low tunes of the evening news. Ekemini quietly, without looking up. Mama, one day, I will buy you a house with 3 parlors. You will no longer cook with this firewood. Mama Abesai chuckling, tired. My son, what is in your head is bigger than this village. Oh. But look at your slippers. Even your dreams are tired. Ekemini smiling faintly. I'm serious, Mama. I will cross this village. I will make money. I will go to Lagos. Dubai ACF. Mama Abesai smiling softly. If dreams were money, you would be the richest in the whole Akwa Ibom. They laughed together. But her eyes told a different story. There was a shadow behind her smile. She coughed lightly, a cough she had been hiding for weeks. They laughed, but the sky was already changing. Something was watching from the river. Something that had waited for generations. The next day, the river wore a dress of white fog. Wooden boats bobbed gently. Young men prepared nets, speaking in hushed tones. Ekemini stood at the edge, eyes bright with determination. Item, his best friend, looked at him with concern. Item, you sure you won't go with us? This no be play. That island far. Ekemini smiling. Item, you think I'll stay in this village forever even if I die trying? Let it be said that I crossed. Item said nothing more but his right hand gripped a strange red cloth tightly. His eyes flickered, with something that wasn't friendship. They stepped into the boat. The paddles touched the water. The fog swallowed them slowly. Then without warning a loud thunder cracked the sky. Though no clouds were in sight. By night, the river roared with anger. Lightning split the sky. People gathered at the riverside with lanterns, faces tense with fear. A woman cried out. I told them not to cross Iziet River at night. Mama Abesai screamed, her voice breaking. Where is my son? Where is Ekemini? A young fisherman shook as he spoke. Only the boat pieces came back. Nobody, nothing. The sound of women wailing filled the night. Mama Abesai's knees gave way. The rain poured harder, as if the heavens joined her grief. Nobody. Just water. And silence. But not everything that enters water dies. Some things go and return changed. 1 week later, the village square dressed in black. A small coffin stood before the crowd. It was closed, empty. The pastor's voice trembled as he prayed. We commit this young man, Ekemini, to the ground. Even though we do not see his body, we believe his spirit rests. Mama Abesai wept loudly, clutching the coffin. My son, come back. Even if you return with 1 leg, come back. Behind the crowd, Item stood, holding the hand of Aini Abesai. His lips moved in a whisper she could barely hear. You're mine now? He's gone. Aini Abesai pulled her hand back nervously. But it's too fast, we just buried. Item's eyes darkened. He's not coming back. We move on. They buried an empty box. But buried with it was truth and betrayal. 15 years later, Harmattan dust danced in the air. The village square buzzed with whispers as a long black convoy pulled in SUVs, security men, and luxury. From the last car, a man stepped out slowly. Tall. Sharp suit. Rolex flashing. Calm eyes that pierced through time. He spoke softly, but the village heard. My name is Ekemini. Gasps. A woman fainted. Mama Abesai collapsed in shock. From a corner, drunk and broken, Item staggered forward. He's dead. We buried him. This is a ghost. Ekemini's gaze locked on him. I'm not a ghost, Item. But I saw one. The night you pushed me into the river. In his new mansion, Ekemini stood before a mirror. He removed his shirt. On his chest, a glowing handprint pulsed red, as if alive. His voice trembled. What did I become? Through the breeze, a whisper slid into the room. You have 6 moons. Give or die. He fell to his knees, alone. The next day, he tried to give. He found his old teacher, pressed a check of 5 million Nigerian nairas into his hands. The man's eyes filled with gratitude. But the moment he touched it, he coughed violently, blood on his lips. His hand swelled. He collapsed, dead. A paper fluttered onto Ekemini's car. Not every poor man is pure. Give only to those whose hearts are not greedy. That night, under the firelight of Mama Abesai's old kitchen, mother and son sat. She reached into a cloth bundle and brought out old, torn slippers. When they said you died, I died too. But I never believed. I kept your slippers. Ekemini's voice broke. Mama, who hated me that much? Why did they leave me to die? Her hands trembled. Your uncle. Sunday. He was always jealous. He said you dreamt too much. Ekemini's eyes hardened. Then it begins. I must find the truth. Before 6 moons pass. He returned with money, but it came with death. Someone still wants him gone. The same person who tried before. But this time, he is ready. If this story touched your heart, drop a comment. Ekemini must not die again. Subscribe now. Episode 2 is deeper. Betrayal is coming. The truth is close.